What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Thoughts of the Pugilist podcast. I'm your host, Fuad, Baiazid, and today's pugilist is the one and only continental champion, Mazlum Akdeniz. How do you feel, brother?
I feel good, and you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for giving us your time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So I want to know right away, you fought a main event relatively early in your career.
Yeah.
For the WBC continental title.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel, and how were you able to conquer the pressure?
So it was my second main event. So the first one was during the we can't say during the lockdown because there was no spectator.
Right.
It was in February of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So I fought a main event there, but it was at the casino, but there was no audience.
Okay.
Like my friends were at the restaurant watching my fight.
Yeah, the restaurant that was supposed to be closed.
I think you had at that time you could have people eating in the restaurant,
okay,
but the shows were closed.
Okay.
Like you couldn't have attendance at boxing shows or
right,
music shows.
Right.
So yeah, that was my the main event, and that's the one for the WBC belt was
your second one.
Yeah, was my second one. And to be honest, yeah, you maybe you feel a bit more pressure,
mm-hmm,
but at the end of the day, you get in the ring and you fight, right?
Yeah.
Like in the amateur, it's like that. In the professional, it's like that. And when you're in the ring, you forget everything. And when you're making the main event, you have so much people coming for you and cheering you that it's like motivation.
It motivates you.
Yeah, a lot.
Did you deal with it differently in the amateurs and in the professionals? Because now there's a lot more on the line.
Maybe you only have the pressure of you have your undefeated record. You have to always push more than your opponent, and you have to make sure you win the fight. But I fight the way I need to fight, So the pressure is pretty much similar because when you get in a fight, you are always nervous. You're always stressed,
Right.
That thing doesn't go away, and if it goes away, it's a bad sign. It's a very bad sign because you need to be to have that survival mode, in yourself.
Yeah. You told me that in your second fight, you weren't nervous at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how did you put that in?
Yeah, it's
like sorry. How did you find that?
So I was training hard. I was training very hard, and I had a very nice pro debut. So I just told myself it's going to be easy. You mean against Khaled or in the professional or in the amateur?
Oh, in the amateur.
In the amateur, okay. Because in the professional, same thing happens.
Same thing happened in the pros.
Same thing happened.
Well, tell me about the pros. Tell me about how
the pros. So I was fighting in Gatineau at the Casino du Lac Lemay.
Yeah.
And I was with my promoter, so I make my weight. I was fighting at 138,
mm-hmm,
and usually I'm like more at 140. And in the amateur, I was fighting at 141. So I cut my weight, and I didn't rehydrate very well. I was just like eating a bit, and that's it. And the night before the fight, I was with my promoter in the spa, mm-hmm, and we were just chilling for like 2-3 hours.
Right.
And my body, I wasn't caring, but my body was like dehydrating,
Yeah.
The next day, I was feeling like a bit weaker.
Weaker. You just said it.
And I wanted to fight, and I said like, oh, it's going to be easy. I'm going to like destroy this guy.
Yeah.
And I get in the ring, and I'm just trying to get the first round knockout, throwing my left hand and falling on my punches. And I get caught with a shot.
Mm.
And I got dropped, and I got up, and I won by knockout in the third.
Yeah.
But that's why you have to be very careful, like.
Very early on.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad you learned that lesson early on because a lot
mm-hmm,
of people will learn it way later with a lot more on the line.
Yeah, 100%. Some people they will become world champion and they will be like so confident. They'll come to defend. I mean, like Teofimo Lopez against Kambosos,
Yeah, Lopez, Broner.
Yeah,
I can name
exactly. But Lopez against Kambosos is a good example because you can see like how Lopez went on Kambosos in the first round. It's going to be easy, man.
Yeah.
Throwing big right hand, big left hook, and looking for the knockout and get clipped.
Yeah.
And that's why you always need that little fear in yourself to perform better. I know like I don't know if it was Joe Louis or like old school fighter that said a quote about that. I think George Foreman. Yeah, George Foreman against Muhammad Ali. He said, when all my career, like I always had like that fear, I was nervous when I was getting in the ring. when I fought Muhammad Ali, I said, that guy is a clown. I'm going to destroy him. And that's the fight that he lost.
That's a bad.
He lost very bad. He lost very bad because like maybe another kind of George Foreman will have probably won that fight. You know?
Yeah. I mean, he can knock him out with just the tip of his punch.
Yeah, 100%. But look, she was like getting exhausted in the third, fourth round.
Yeah.
That's not something you see about him, you know. So.
No. The rope-a-dope, man. That's
it's crazy.
The Ali invention.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you also. So the pressure is kind of like a fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you let it burn too much, it'll kill you, and if you turn it off completely, you'll get knocked out.
Yeah.
Where's the happy medium? Do you have any rituals? Do you have any like? Do you have a schedule that you follow the day of the fight or the week of the fight to deal with that?
I study a lot of boxing. Like, let's say I'm fighting like a southpaw, I'll look a lot of southpaw against southpaw, and I'll try to look like what can help me, you know. But doing some rituals and everything, no, not really. Not really. No. I'm just getting away like from girls and from like bad distraction.
You only have one girl.
Yeah, for a moment I only have one girl. But like during my career and everything, it was only like boxing.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, no distraction. Yeah.
On a technical aspect, everybody that everyone that spars with you or everyone that has worked with you in the past tells me the same thing, is that you're difficult to box with.
Mm-hmm.
You're very difficult to box with. So I want to ask you, why are you chasing the knockouts? Why do you always chase the knockouts? Like, you're southpaw, you're very difficult to deal with. You're smaller, you move in.
Exactly, it's my style, you know. It's my style when you're a southpaw, when you're shorter than your opponent, and you're a bit like bigger. So you want to be like more aggressive. This was my style. I'm not the most technical guy, you know. Like for sure, I had like a lot of amateur fight, and I perfected my craft, but I'm still not the best technical guy. You have like a lot of fighters that are better than me technically, but the style that I fight and the mindset that I have, I think sometimes it makes the difference.
Yeah,
it makes the difference. And with Mo, my coach, we don't go only for the knockout. You know, we try to fight smart. You know, you told me like we're always looking for the knockout, but if I was looking always for the knockout, I would have probably more knockout on my professional record. But I'm looking to fight like a true professional. You know, not only like a local knockout artist.
Right.
I'm looking to be like a worldwide.
There's I think Joshua was saying a right hand will take you around the block,
and a jab will take you around the world.
Around the world, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're finally signed with Groupe Yvan Michel.
Yeah.
And they're kind of doing a good job promoting you.
Yeah.
But like we said earlier, you're not the biggest shit talker.
Yeah.
You've kind of avoided some verbal wars with a few local guys. I won't name them.
Yeah.
But why wasn't there more back and forth?
Oh, it's just my style. You know, I'm like more of a humble guy. I do my talking in the ring with my fists. You know, so that's why I don't have to trash talk too much. And for sure, like if somebody looks for me, he will find it. But otherwise, I'm a cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm a cool guy. Yeah. And you know, it's always like that in boxing. You have the villain and you have the hero, you know?
Right.
So I'm more like of a hero side.
Which one would you rather be deep down?
Yeah, the hero side for sure.
You want to be the hero?
Yeah. My one of my idols is Manny Pacquiao. You know, I'm from Turkey, and from the east of Turkey we are the Kurds. You know, I have a Kurdish descendant, and I'm representing like a lot of a lot of people, and that's why like they kind of need a hero, and I think in boxing I can be one of them.
I see. Do you feel that pressure? Well, not pressure. Do you?
No. I feel like very, very, very motivated.
Yeah.
That's what sometimes make me like want to work harder.
Yeah.
If I'm exhausted, I'll go like more rounds just because like I got a lot of people behind me.
Counting on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Yeah, they are missing a lot of representation. It's true.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, and that's why I feel blessed. I feel blessed where I am now, and I have a lot of projects. So I want to work hard and represent my people.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
But I don't forget the place that
brought you up.
Yeah.
Quebec.
Brought us up.
Montreal.
Yeah, Quebec, Montreal, Canada. it's a beautiful place, and I'm proud to represent them. I want to be like, for the Quebec people, I want to be like a kind of Bute, you know. So
Yeah. Bute was the people's champ. Well, he's still the people's champ. For the people that don't know Bute.
Yeah, Lucian Bute. Yeah.
Sorry?
Lucian Bute. Yeah.
Lucian Bute. That's it.
In case people are like, yo, Bute, where's Bute?
Well, I mean, I do have a younger audience. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So some of them are like 18.
Yeah.
17. So
okay.
Some of them don't know Bute. But if you don't know Bute, go check out Bute. He's the man.
Yeah.
I ran into Bute a couple times. Like,
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I was scared to talk to him because like everyone's trying to talk to him.
Okay.
But he trains at Grant's.
Okay, nice.
And on Monster Gym, you see him doing his thing. He looks like a regular guy. It's weird to see because he's such a star.
Yeah.
But acts like a regular dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's how you need to be if you want to be like successful. You know,
a role model.
If you're always trying to be like distant and like cocky, people won't feel the charisma of the person you are.
But there is a fighter that had that was trying to play the villain's role, and he ended up becoming somewhat of a hero, and it's Jean Pascal.
Jean Pascal, yeah.
A lot of people early on in his career, they didn't like him.
Yeah.
And then he's always around. You know what I mean?
I think people see him as a hero because he's getting older and he's surprising people. That's why they're seeing him as a hero. But otherwise, I think they see him more like a villain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But when I spoke to Pascal the few times that I spoke with him, he was even more down to earth and.
Yeah, he's very nice. Look.
Have you sparred him ever?
No, I know. He's like 175.
I know, but
he fights. No, never. I never sparred him. I did spar big guys, but professional big guys, not really.
There's no point.
There's no really points, except getting hurt, getting yourself hurt. Right. But he's a very cool guy, and during the summer there was the Formula 1 week, and it was on Crescent. And I was invited there, and I had my belt, and I was like chilling with my friends, and he passed by, and I was going back home, but I was just chilling with my friend and talking, and he sees us, and he's like, "Oh fuck, nice! I want to take a picture with your belt." I was like, "Yeah, for sure, let's go."
Yeah, it's funny. He has that type of humor because I was in the gym one time.
Yeah.
I was just normal day working out.
Yeah.
And I see this big guy. Man, his traps are huge. Like he's way bigger than he looks online on TV. So I looked at him, and I don't want to ask for a picture because everybody's doing that, or ask to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I finished my workout, and I'm leaving. It was in the day. I was in between classes. I had to run back to class.
Okay.
As I'm leaving the gym, I'm like taking off my hand wraps. He goes, "Hey." He's like, "Come here, I want to take a picture with you."
Oh yeah, shit.
I'm like, "No way!" like he wants to take it.
Wow.
Like obviously he's messing with me.
Yeah.
It's the same humor that you were talking about.
Yeah.
He probably plays that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think even like guys like Floyd Mayweather, they're probably nice when you're training with them at the gym and everything. I'm pretty sure they're nice, But how people sees them.
Yeah,
they seem like a villain or.
Well, they have to play a persona. Right?
Exactly. I think that's what they do the most. Yeah.
Would you ever villainize somebody for you to play the hero's role?
Like in boxing?
Yeah.
Not really.
If you fought Tank, would you? Try to show even more how much of an asshole he is.
Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think that will be something. But like you're the hero side, but I'll be cocky with a guy that is like Tank Davis, Rollies, and yeah.
Yeah, you have a problem with Rolly, don't you?
I don't have a problem with Rollies, but I just think like he acts like a clown, So he acts like a clown, and I think he's trying to give that image to himself. So
yeah, well, I got him a belt.
Yeah, exactly. It's got him a belt, and he got him a fight with Gervonta Davis, and he wanted to make a rematch with him. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, but people were saying like, "Oh, he was winning all the rounds," but I think he was down on the scorecard.
I don't know if he was down on the official scorecard, but I think Tank was just waiting. He knew he was going to catch him eventually. You know what I mean?
Tank is very smart. Tank is very smart. People are like, "Oh, Tank is going to have difficulties against Ryan Garcia," because Ryan Garcia is very good and he can be dangerous because boxing is boxing, but Gervonta Davis has like what 12 world championship fights. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the level that you have compared to these young guys coming up. It's crazy.
It is. I mean,
He's going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that if Garcia fought Tank right now, he doesn't have a very good chance of winning.
Yeah.
But maybe in 5 years.
Yeah. Fuck yeah! In 5 years, I don't know where Gervonta Davis will be.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if he will still be boxing or.
Yeah. Well, anyway, who knows? I mean, I'm here to talk about you.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
But anyway, we'll talk about those guys.
Yeah.
So I found out that you like to spar very often.
Yeah.
In one of your interviews, you said you spar 5 times a week sometimes. Where does that come from? How's that beneficial for you?
So sparring is what is closer to fight. So when you start boxing, you want to spar a lot. You're like, oh, I'm going to be like the sparring champion. So you spar a lot, but as the time goes, you're like, you have to think about your health.
Yeah.
And like it took me a lot of time, but at that time I was like sparring like almost every day. Every time that I was in the gym, the first thing I will ask the coach is like,
can we spar?
Can we spar? Can we spar? Can we spar? But as the time goes, you need to understand that like sparring is not only the only thing that will make you a better fighter, But now I will spar like 3 times a day, a week.
A week?
Yeah, if we're getting close to the fight, like 4 times. But yeah, we're working like a lot of technically. We're working very smart, Like I told you, like we're making some day that we only work to the body. We do some day like we do full sparring, and someday I'll just get in the ring and make like 4-6 round only of defense,
Okay.
So yeah, exactly. That's why.
That's why you spar very often.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, since you spar very often, is it difficult to find sparring partners that will listen to your coach and do the drills that that they're expected to do?
Finding sparring partner like for doing like drills and everything, it's not too hard. But like finding like real sparring partner, it's harder,
Yeah.
Like, people like it will be harder to schedule and everything. Like with Theo, it's very easy,
Is he your Theo Wusu, who's 1-0 right now?
Yeah. As a professional, yeah.
Now, so he's your main sparring partner?
Almost, yeah. We spar a lot together. I have people from the gym too, fighters from the gym that I spar often with them too.
Amateurs as well?
Yeah, exactly. You got that Omar guy. He's 18, but he's very, very good.
Yeah.
And he's a southpaw too. So
Nice.
I spar with him too. We do a lot of body work too.
Yeah. You fought a southpaw not long ago.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, my for the belt fight. Yeah.
Was it difficult to find?
Yeah. It was a bit harder. It was a bit harder. We found a few, but it's always hard. Like finding like good sparring partners and everything is always a hard job.
I mean, it's hard for an orthodox fighter to find southpaw fighters. I think you're like the only one, so I wouldn't know where you would go to find other southpaws.
Yeah, it's hard, but you try to find. I was sparring like a bit bigger guys too. When I was fighting at southpaw, so you're trying to accommodate,
Right.
Trying to find some solutions.
Now you recently have a daughter,
Yeah,
a baby girl.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
obviously,
thank you.
first of all.
Thank you.
And did that change your approach to boxing? Because you were saying earlier that as you got further in your career, you had to be more cautious and take care of your body.
Yeah, exactly. You have to take care of yourself. But yeah, having a baby is a big motivation. And even like on my fight for the belt, my opponent was a southpaw. He was putting a lot of pressure, and he stopped like a few southpaw, like top fighters,
Yeah.
And like during some rounds when I was getting on my corner, I was tired, and I had my coach Mo, Russ Anber was throwing me water, and Mo was like, "Maz, you have a daughter in a month, so fight like a beast. You need to fight like a beast. You have like 3-4 more rounds. Go crazy, You're not tired, So that's what like makes your
Yeah.
I don't know how you call it.
Turns you into a beast.
Exactly. Yeah. So you get back on the ring and you don't feel like tired, you know. So crazy. It's crazy what your mental can do. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Do you feel differently just because you're a father now? Do you feel different? Just
I'm the same, you know. Like if I have like five baby, I will be the same. If I become a world champion, I will be the same. Like I'm Maz and I won't change, you know. I'll stay the same guy. I'm humble and I'm a chill guy, you know.
I see. What is it like having very experienced guys in your corner, like like Latif and Russ, Anber?
It feels good. You feel a bit more confident when you get in the ring, you know. You know, like your hands are well prepared. You'll get good advice from your corner, and I have people that I trust a lot, you know. Like Mo is like my older brother, so I trust him a lot. Everything he says, I listen to him. He'll tell me like punch him on his knees. I'll fuck it. I'll do it. I'll just listen to my coach, you know. So that's how a fighter should have. I don't know how you say chimie in English.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Chemistry. Yeah. That's how you have chemistry with your coach.
Yeah.
I've just a couple more questions, and then we'll let you get to your sparring session.
Yeah, for sure.
You actually, you know what? Here, let's go straight to the questions that were sent by your fans. Let's see where they are. By the way, half of them I can't even read. I was serious. How many did you send? Yeah. All right. I screenshotted the ones that made sense.
Yeah.
What's your goal in boxing?
My goal in boxing, my goal will be to be a world champion.
Yeah.
And it will be to fight in Turkey in Diyarbakir, from where I'm from.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's Divesh. He's an amateur fighter, actually. Toughest amateur tournament and toughest amateur opponent.
My toughest amateur tournament, I think it was for the Canadian Championship in 2016.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, yeah. So I had to fight Zachary Duflorent, and it was pretty easy. Like my two first fights were pretty easy, and I had my revenge on that fight, and then I fought with Cal Poirier. This was another fight that I had to avenge myself.
Yeah.
And then I fought Arthur Biyarslanov, and it was a very big war, you know.
Yeah, I remember you knocked him down.
I knocked him down in the first, and he came back strong, and I saw that there's like level in boxing, you know, and the guy was good. And I was like still learning in the amateur, you know. I had been boxing for like 3 years, so.
You know what? I watched that fight because I was fighting on the same card.
Yeah.
When you knocked him down, he smiled.
Yeah.
He smiled and he got up. He felt a little bit embarrassed.
Yeah.
When somebody smiles after you knock them down, does that play with your head?
To me, no, absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not. No. But I'm just trying to stay focused on what I'm going to do, you know. Like the guy can smile, the guy can drop his hands down. I'll just keep my game plan and
keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. I'll keep doing what you're doing.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
From La La Land Power, what boxing techniques were the hardest to obtain? How'd you do it?
When you start in boxing, it's always the front hand hook. So let's say you're orthodox, it's the left hook.
Left hook?
Yeah, you're like, how I'm supposed to throw the left hook?
Yeah.
So me, it was my right hook. I was like, how I'm supposed to throw the right hook? And I'm still learning, you know. I've been boxing for like 8 years, and I'm still trying to throw it properly.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you say that because I thought I knew how to throw a left hook, and then when I went and saw a different coach, I realized I didn't know. My elbow was very low.
Yeah.
My shoulder wasn't in the right place. My legs the weight was completely in the back leg.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't even know. I was like, oh no, it works.
Yeah, and sometimes maybe even the way you go take. Yeah, exactly. Right? And you're not supposed to go too much. You know, it's always
just flick it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that's will be the hard technique to learn. And you know, a lot of coaches will tell like use your footwork. Yeah, but what
does that mean?
What does it mean? You use my footwork. You're moving my feet. Yeah, exactly. So that's another point that I had difficulties to understand. But because coaches will tell you, but they won't show you. But after when I got like experienced coach and good coaches, it was easy to understand.
Right,
you know?
right. Like you said,
It's all about the distance and movement.
the chemistry.
Exactly.
with your
Yeah, exactly. It's very important. It's very important. That's why some people will tell me like, oh, we need to go get the best coach. I'm like, I got the best coach. Say what you want. I got the best coach. You know, I got the best team with me.
Yeah.
I believe in them and I had good chemistry, and that's so important.
That's when you know you have the best.
Exactly, like Canelo when he lost to Mayweather, they were like, oh, his trainer, his team is trash. He has to change trainer. He can't move his head. He can't do that. He can't do that. And look what he's doing now. Yeah. And he stayed loyal to Eddie Reynoso, and look what he.
Yeah. I don't think it's I don't think it's only a question of loyalty, because I put the fighter's well-being before anything. But I think it's very. Like, if any boxer, it doesn't even have to be a world champion, goes and trains with Freddie Roach or any one of the top guys, they're not necessarily going to make him the best.
Absolutely not.
How do you know you have a good coach? Is if you know deep down that he can deliver the knowledge to you, and you understand what he means. You know, like there's this coach and a fighter. So the fighter's name is Divesh. And the coach's name is Ibrahim from Hard Knocks.
Okay.
He says things to his fighter. Ibrahim says things to his fighter. He's only an amateur. He's got maybe 10, 15, 20 fights. But when his coach talks to him, I don't understand what he means. And in the beginning, I was a bit judgmental. Like, I don't think he understands. But when you watch the kid spar, he knows exactly what his coach is talking about. Yeah. And it fits. So I think that's the changed my view exactly the chemistry on
exactly
on coaching.
Yeah, even with Mayweather when he's in his corner, and I think it's his uncle or his father, he started talking. Yes. Fuck, I don't know, but Mayweather understood what he was saying.
He's like, no, you go, boom, then touch him, and then hit him again.
Yeah. And Mayweather is like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. He's like mumbling almost, but the guy knows exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it's also a question of repetition, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've done it so many times, he knows. But anyway, before we let you go, I want to play a round of speed round with you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna name fighters, and you're gonna describe them with one word or one sentence.
Okay.
Now, you can say it in French, you can say it in Turkish, you can say it in whatever language you want.
It has to be a fast answer, yeah?
The faster the better, but
perfect.
If you want to think about it, you can.
Okay, perfect.
So let's start with your nemesis, Theo Usu.
Theo, tough.
Tough?
Yeah. I think you sparred him, yeah?
I mean, we sparred him a bunch of times. Anyway. Yeah. Devin Haney.
Smart.
Ryan Garcia.
Speed.
Rolly.
Clown.
Tank Davis.
Power.
Tank Davis.
You want me to give another answer?
I don't know. I'm going to say it one more time. Maybe you have something else in mind.
Smart too.
Okay, Kambosos.
Tough.
Tough? Which of the four would you like to fight?
Which of the four I would like to fight?
Sorry, Josh Taylor. I forgot Josh Taylor.
Yeah, Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor too is good, but I don't know. Maybe he will move up to 147 soon. So. Yeah. But I think it's stupid to say, but I would like to fight Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, because he's the man, right?
Yeah, he's the man, and I think I don't know. I just feel like her style match well for me to have a little edge on him.
Oh, yeah, a war.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Lomachenko.
Technical. He's technical.
Yeah.
Technical, and he's at 135. Yeah. I'm at 140. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I heard you can make 135. You can make lightweight.
Fuck, hard.
Hard, eh?
Yeah, hard. Yeah.
Anyway, too much pizza.
Yeah, too much pizza. Yeah.
Well, Maz, thank you so much for coming to the show.
My pleasure, man.
Check out Mazlum Akdeniz fighting December 1st in Laval, defending his WBC Continental title. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and follow my man on Instagram, or I'll knock you out.